John, it's been a great meeting.
Yep.
And I appreciate those that have joined our meeting live on Facebook. Listen, some of you have been watching us on Quintessence Facebook stream as well. We appreciate those that are joining us maybe for the first time. You've heard, like, who are the dental guys?
Right.
And I think it's always interesting to introduce us to some of these high-level people, right?
Yeah, because they don't sometimes know, understandably, kind of who we are, what we're about.
Right.
Some of them who haven't been on the show before, and I think that they think, oh, we're just going to maybe ask them some silly questions,
Right.
and so it's fun,
right,
when you get to engage some of these high-level people in their area of expertise.
Well, we're always looking at what's next level for our practice. And the clinical things that we try to read and bring to our practice to help change our patients' lives. And then, too, what we're trying to do with the dental guys is bring some of those same people and kind of help them explain some of these complex subjects and help us to kind of maybe, introduce you to them and really the people behind the journals that we want you to read and we want you to bring to your practice. But really, John, what's the next level for the dental guys?
Yeah, so, this year, we had announced, because we want to let you guys who are now maybe new followers of us, you're thinking, all right, well, where are they going to be going? What's going to be the next few months, next year for us? And, if you have been following us, you know that we had announced a partnership with Academy of Osseointegration, working with them, doing some amazing things. And the next place you can find us will be at the Academy of Osseointegration annual meeting, which is less than a month away now.
This is a big thing for us. We have partnered with the Academy.
Yep.
You all heard our first podcast, official podcast, that was released on the Dental Guys and over on the AO website simultaneously with Dr. Jay Malmquist and his son.
Right.
And, man, that was great. And I did some little snippets of that, and we're going to continue to do some quarterly podcasts with the AO.
Right, and get to speak to some of these high-level speakers from the AO, which has been an organization we've been involved with for a long time. So it's a real honor to get to work with them. And, the cool thing about working at this meeting is that, Quintessence is the official journal or the publisher of the official journal of the Academy at IJOMI. And so it kind of is a cool thing to be able to, see some of the authors that are in this journal that are working with AO and get to speak to some of them here and some of them that we'll get to speak to again or some that we didn't get to speak to today that we'll be able to speak to at the AO, and kind of following along these same lines as far as, finding out what they're passionate about and trying to tap into that. So I guess kind of what to take from that is, first of all, follow us on our socials and subscribe to the podcast so you can keep up with what's going on. Every couple of weeks we're releasing new content, new subjects. We're looking forward to the meeting, so if you haven't already registered for AO,
then why not?
You better do it, because I think the hotels are basically sold out or close.
It's booking
so
up.
You might have to find a Airbnb or something, but get to Seattle. I mean, why would you not?
Yeah.
And come check us out and connect with us there, and we're also going to be speaking there as well.
At the Young Clinicians Luncheon, which I think they've opened up another whole segment of that.
Yeah, they're trying to expand the space there.
Right.
So
I don't think it's because of us.
Which is crazy. No, I don't know. But it's crazy. And then also, too, as far as, going forward, we've gotten some really good responses to some of the books that we've looked at with Quintessence, and we've talked with them about, hey, if there might be more of that book.
So you're saying there's going to be more Dental Guys Book Club?
Yeah, more Dental Guys Book Club.
Just to kind of talk about that is we've had a couple of episodes in between, part 4 of the Tomas
the Linkevicius book.
Yeah, Zero Bone Loss Concepts. Well, a week from Tuesday, right?
Yep.
We will release the next part 5 of our Zero Bone Loss commentary is coming out, and that's the prosthetic section. But we're talking to them about doing some other things like this throughout the year.
Yeah. So if you see a book that you think would be good for us to take a look at, then that's something we can look at, because we've had good response to the book club, which we try all these things. You never know, right? You never know.
And who wants to listen to a commentary on book club?
I mean, it's just a geek fest, and we know that, but we're starting to learn that a lot of our listeners do too. And again, what is our show about? It's, number one, taking it to the next level. Number two, trying to take these big ideas, these books or these conferences, these meetings, these speakers, these journal articles, and condense it down into a format that our listeners can connect with, that they can listen to on their commute, and actually learn something that they can use in their practice. I mean, we just had this amazing interview with Dr. Tom Taylor talking about occlusion. Those are things you can take right now to your practice on Monday morning. So
hey,
we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and thanks also to Quintessence once again for having us here. And
there's a lot of people behind the scenes over here. I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, they're working hard.
Sue, Michelle, I'll probably miss them all. Bob, or Bill, and how do I call him Bob? Right? Bill,
and
Bill,
of course,
and Christian Haas. You know what? The hospitality of Quintessence has been amazing, and and we really appreciate them really bringing us up here to Chicago to help cover this meeting, and we're super excited. Hey, listen, stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe. If you know someone that really doesn't know about the dental guys, well, then you need to tell them about them. And then we're always asking, the way people find out about us is you. And the best thing you can do for us and the biggest compliment you can pay to us is to leave us a 5-star review on some of these podcast outlets like Apple Podcasts and on YouTube. And like, share, subscribe. You know, we always like to say it. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, shame on you. Right?
That's right. It's time.
It's time.
It's time to make your feelings known about all that.
Well, John, we've got some more lectures to hit up here just before we close this out, and there's a lot of people taping boxes up as I'm hearing them, which means we got to tear this thing down. So for John, I'm Wes, and we are the Dental Guys.